too much.
Wait, you introduce yourself how you normally do, mate.
Right, there we go. Welcome to the channel, guys, and this is the next installment of the Q&A session where I answer the questions that you left in the previous video from last week. Today with me, I've got Billy Saville.
Wow.
I've got the bastard himself. And of course, asking the questions today, we've got Graham.
Hello.
What's been going on with the channel recently? Ali is moving, so all of his shit is in my cupboard. So Ali's videos might slow down a little bit, and you may not see him appear quite as often for the next month or so while he gets sorted out. I'm currently trying to finish off a commission. Sean and Josh are in the other room playing a game. And what else is going on? Games of War, man. Graham, Phil, Liam. Games of War. Games of War is closing. Saturday is going to be the last day. And I am gutted, man.
We are gamers without a home.
Yeah, so if you can home us, please leave a message down below. Yeah, we need a new home. Scott is trying to get a gaming club up and running, but obviously it's not going to be a drop-in, drop-out like what the shop was. So it's a real shame.
I thought days on which I'm busy, which is completely loaded bollocks.
I know, and where we're going to get our brushes and hobby supplies from, like, yeah.
Where's my Sean found that it was pretty good.
Yeah, but Stockton's like 20 mile away.
15-minute drive at most.
Ah, it's Sean's speed.
I'm happy to go to Sean's speed.
I'm not.
Where it's at, it's not going to be that far away.
Nah, it's not bad.
And
I think check it out. And
Saturday is open from 10 till 10. You're in town centre, so there's McDonald's, KFC, tons of stuff around.
10 till 10, you'll get a couple of games in there.
And we've still got Darlington as well, though.
Oh, that's true.
And then we've got Durham on a Tuesday.
Yeah, me and Stu went up to Durham Raiders.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
We met Graham, Chris.
On a Tuesday night, but it's nice. It's just cramped.
All I'm saying is 150 people apparently can fit in that place we found today.
Yeah.
So
fair enough. Fair enough. So Phil's working on some Tyranids. I think we're gonna have a re-Tyranid off.
Yeah.
After how much fun we had playing the last one. That was freaking awesome, dude.
And we're going to continue some more of the Shield of Ball stuff.
Yes, you haven't seen the first battle report for that yet. That one's going to be getting edited. Well, in fact, I'm editing it right now, so that will hopefully be up in the next couple of days. And I am going to be doing a write-up of the article. We tried out the, is it Skies of Death?
Death of the Skies. You get them the wrong way around every time you say it.
We tried the rules. We don't like them. We're not going to play them.
So if you don't understand them really well, neither do we.
On that subject, if you want to know what the crack is with it, go and watch Winter's SEO review of that book. Condenses everything into 15 minutes into about 8 sentences that you can understand. So yeah, we won't be playing it unless we both opponents agree.
Which will be never.
What about tournament?
Let's not get to that.
Conran said no, not until the 4-year-old stuff get it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's going to be a no for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, not for the foreseeable future until the 4-year-old stuff gets it.
You can't enforce the rules when your flyer doesn't have the rules.
Yeah.
Exactly. So basically, we're just going to say tough. We're playing the old rules. It's nice if you want to run a thematic battle. Like me and Phil quite enjoyed playing it.
Yeah.
I won't spoil what happened, but let's just say the rules and what happens are a bit shit.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that, right?
I bought this model not to be shown up in the game.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, that's what's going on. Graham is furiously painting his new army, which I will be filming a game with on Saturday. I have no clue what army to take against it, and I've got a choice from 10. And I have no clue what to take against you, Graham.
How he's going to bring orcs.
All I can say is that a certain unit in the armies cost us a hell of a lot of money, and just to make you feel like that, it's well worth the 250 quid spent.
You bought a Warlord Titan.
No.
Well, basically, you mean to make me lose?
Yeah.
I lose games.
It's mind games. Mind games. I like mind games.
Excuse me, yes they do. I even got beaten by George with 3 drop pods.
Lowest point in the Artisan's career.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, George.
In fairness, I think he tabled us when I took Dark Eldar against Raven Wing a while back as well.
Well, I haven't
So-
watched the back rep yet. Obviously, now I know how it ends. But when I came in, I saw that you it looked like you were having a good game.
Oh mate, it was an absolute bloodbath. Literally, the blood
I
gods.
want my
It
game
was
against
brilliant.
you, Graham.
We still need that one versus Grey Knights. Graham,
Yes, we do. Definitely. Yeah.
that needs to happen.
I'm just looking. Do we actually have a live chat going as well?
Should do.
I think it's pretty old.
We don't. Or do we? Hold on. I'm looking at. Yes, we do. We've got a live chat going.
Nice one.
But then you're the
If you don't mind keeping an eye on that, then so what?
Nothing.
No, it doesn't need stuff. You've got George.
Anyway, right. So should we crack on? And what is the first question, Graham? And who's it from?
Right. First question today is Snake Eyes Gaming. Hi mate, just going back to your Bloody Angels versus Demon King video. Great gaming video. It was really enjoyable to watch. I thought the Bloody Angels list was pretty solid, so I was surprised how well the Demon King did against them. Looking back at it now, if you were the Bloody Angels player against the same list, what would you look to change?
Don't take the second unit of Death Company. The one that went in the pod. Take a Furioso Dreadnought and take Mephiston instead of the Librarian. I probably wouldn't have even taken the Death Company Dreadnought.
I would have taken out everything and replaced it with some tuners.
I can't actually remember what this video the question relates to.
It's
It's that battle report that you haven't watched yet, the Khorne Demon King versus Blood Angel one.
Right. That is on my playlist to watch.
Honestly, I don't know much about Blood Angels, and I know even less about Demon King. I haven't watched it yet either. I've
Fucking traitors.
I've got 70 videos to watch my watch later, so you know I have to get around them. But I think Blood Angels could have ruled the skies against Demon King. So maybe
To be honest, I know a bit about Blood Angels because it's a failed experiment, a failed project. Well, another army that I had that I sold.
Another one, Graham.
Yeah.
I mean, the last year.
Half is what happened.
I only started that this year, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obviously, that's gone on to something greater, let's say. But yeah, Blood Angels are quite a decent army to have. And like I say, I don't know the outcome. Well, I do know the outcome now, but I'm hoping to get the video watched very soon.
But yeah, I would take Mephiston instead, and I would take a Furioso instead of the other Death Company Dreadnought, and I'd drop the other Death Company to free up some more points, and probably maybe another assault squad. What I definitely would have done actually was put the 2 tactical squads in drop pods, not the Rhinos that George put them in, because I'd rather just drop them with the melter guns, rapid fire bolters, and heavy flamer. That's just the way I play, though.
Right.
Is that it?
Yep.
Is that it? Yep. Right. Next one from our mate Carl Owens.
Hey!
What do you
Carl,
enjoy?
the one that lost is always a tie.
Right. Question from Carl is, what do you enjoy most about the hobby? The fluff and the stories, the painting, or the modelling, or the gaming?
I've said this a couple of times to different people and stuff. I think most people tend to be into 2 aspects of the hobby more than the other ones. And for me, it's always the modeling and painting and the gaming side of it. And I've always said I'm not a big reader and I read very, very little fluff. If I need to know fluff, I basically go, Phil, what's this? Or Josh, what's that? And they tell me.
See, with me, I've got 2.5 aspects in it. As you know, I'm well into painting at the moment. Furiously painting me new army. I'm into the fluff side, but I'm more into the heresy stuff, not the current 40k fluff.
Yeah, for good reason you couldn't concentrate on your heresy army.
I know. Yeah. I was talking to Stu about this the other day, and it's like you're either into the game, the 30k game, or you're into the fluff. I'm just purely into the fluff for it. Gaming, it's more of a time constraint with me. If I get the time, I play.
What about you, Dale?
Fluff and painting and modelling. I love reading about 30k and stuff. I mean, I've got a 30k army coming. It's the first fully painted army I've got. I love painting the models.
We need to see it on the channel soon, Liam. We need your Eldar back. Your Eldar haven't been on for well over a year.
And your wolves.
Aye, both.
I haven't been on the channel since before Christmas.
Yeah, get painting, mate. Get
The
back.
3 bastard stages.
Yeah, Liam's Eldar is now horrible.
I've only had the War Hunter.
And 3 Falcons.
And that's fair.
Exactly.
In my opinion, I really like the fluff. There's certain parts of fluff that makes me want to do armies. I think fluff's probably the one I enjoy the most. Gaming, it really depends on the opponent. And I do like modeling certain armies. Like some of them I paint just to have them painted like the Tyranids, but because I love playing them. And same for the Necrons. But the Raven Guard and Nurgle, I'm loving modeling and painting so much. I'm taking forever to paint like one model on each.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Next question.
Next question is from Idic Beer.
Hey, Nick.
I know.
Big
Goodbye.
shout out to Nick. Awesome guy, awesome channel, big member of the community. If you're not on his channel already, go and sub.
That's a bit. I watched this video on the Eldar Jet Fight conversions back when the old ones were out.
That was a long time ago.
That's how long I've been watching.
Right, here's a question. What would be your ideal job?
Ooh. Well, funnily enough, I've actually just applied to go to Summer College to do my AAT, which is my accountancy qualification. I would like to do that because I used to work for HMRC as a tax advisor, and I really enjoyed that. I didn't like working for them as a company, so I obviously moved on. I'm quite forward thinking as well. I can plan things very easily. I mean, the gaming table in the other room, for example, I didn't even measure for that. I just basically worked out in my head what I needed, went and bought it, and then built it. And Josh walked in halfway through me building it. He was like, "Dude, why are you not a joiner?" So something where I can plan and organize things, I prefer doing. I mean, if you consider, like, I know this sounds ridiculous, but in my entire life, a lot of people say to us, "How do you manage to run everything?" Because I work full time. How many hours a week do I spend painting? 20, 30 hours a week painting. In addition, I've got band practice and gigs with a band, and I socialize and game and film for the channel, and edit all that, all at the same time. But I keep it organized. So I would like something where I can plan and organize stuff. So I think something like a PA I'd be quite good at.
Right, Phil, Liam, can you fit in the room okay? Can you fit in the room okay with the size of Harry's head?
Yeah. I was slow to get out.
Aye. Penny dropped there, Phil, did it?
Yeah, I was a bit slow there.
Well,
What about you two? I know it's a bit different for you because you're at college and uni and stuff, but what would you two want to do?
typical students that don't know.
What about you then, Graham? I mean, you work in IT at the minute, don't you?
Yes,
Oh.
I'm an IT technician in a school, network manager, IT technician, one of the two. I've pretty much got the job that I want. That's what I've worked towards for a while. I used to work in call centres. They weren't for me. Got out of call centres, worked into more call centres to do with IT, help desks, and then got into proper IT, I would like to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's stuff that I could be working on to gain more qualifications. Hoping to be a full-time network manager in the future.
Awesome. You're going to uni this year, aren't you? What are you studying?
television and film production. My ideal job is to be a camera operator.
He is. He's going to film porn, isn't he?
I knew that was coming.
No. Either camera operator or the best father anyone can be.
The best what?
Father.
Father. As in dad?
Yeah, as in dad.
Not in priest. Not in
What?
priest.
No. Watch me be a vicar in like 10 years' time. Me, the person who's known by everyone as Billy Saville, gonna be the priest. It's destined. It's written in the stars. It's the prophecy. No, as in father, as in your father to my kids, because that's a full-time job.
So you have allowed to make them priest jokes though, because you're a Christian.
Yeah.
We can't get away with it.
Have we got any live listeners, Graham, in the chat?
Just take a look. I think we have. We've currently got 4 people watching.
Nice.
And we've got a few people shouting, hi guys, Wolf Fraith.
That's Ali.
Wolfred, I love your Nurgle.
We've got G Ambulance Service.
Wolfred.
Yep, good follow of the channel.
The
Wolfred.
Soul Assassin.
Who?
The Soul Assassin.
I don't know who the Soul Assassin is, but hello.
Basically saying, how you doing? How do big lads? And just clicked on my question, being answered.
Awesome.
Yeah, Wolfred, I love your Nurgle. Seen them on Instagram and absolutely adore them. Being a Nurgle fanatic myself and working on a lot of conversions for them.
Do me a favour, Wolfrith, send me a link through Facebook to your Instagram and I'll check that out.
Right.
So, have we got another question, Graham?
We have, yes. All right, this is from Big Mech Dan Skull, Daniel Gibbons.
Check out, if you haven't already, check out Dan's channel. Some of his orc stuff is fantastic. And he painted some Harlequins up as well, which looked absolutely great. So go and check out Dan's channel.
Right, he's basically saying you often say at the start of your inboxing / review vids that I've been sent this by such and such. Does this mean that you were sent the mini free of charge? And if so, is it good negotiating or pester power that makes the company send it to you? So basically, how do you do your scrounging?
I don't get everything for free, no. Some stuff I do, but I don't like saying they sent me this for free, because obviously then that's going to prompt other people to perhaps email them. Some of the companies have gotten in touch with me. I've gotten in touch with some other companies and basically said, look, I really like your miniatures. Is there any way we could negotiate something so I can get a hold of some of the miniatures or terrain or whatever? Some offer to send me them for free. Some offer me discounts. Obviously, some say, no, we're not interested at this time, which is, it's fair enough. But it not only helps me, obviously, get to more people by using their products, because of me going to all the other gaming clubs in the Northeast and stuff as well, because of being on YouTube, it helps them along as well with obviously sales and things as well. I mean, Raging Heroes were over the moon with the Shara video that I did. And the Nefaria one. Nefaria is now basically the flagship of the channel. So they were absolutely over the moon with that. And a lot of people actually commented on Nefaria when I took the Dark Artisan and the Corpse Thief to a 1,000-point Highlander tournament.
Are you sure that's not just because the list was really dickish?
It was an I was told it was an objective game. I thought, right, I've got 2 slow-moving units. I ain't going to score objectives. I can only get them by killing stuff. And at every mission that when we got there was kill points. And I was like, you told us all it was an objective game. I went for... Oh.
He was that guy.
He was the prick.
No, because George Williamson, if you're watching, you won't mind me saying this because I told you it in person. He took a dick list. He had Scat Bikers, a Farseer on bike, a Hornet, and then a Grey Knight Strike Boss with a Dread Knight and Terminators and a Librarian in it, in 1,000 points.
Yeah. What am I fitting in a 2,700 point list?
Dude, I have no idea what army to even bring, let alone what to put in it.
Right, next question is from the Soul Assassin. So if you had to play one gaming system, example 40k War Machine, what would it be and why? Also, what gaming system would you recommend to someone like myself who wants to get into the gaming side?
Right, that's quite a hard question for me, and I'll explain why. I only played 40k with a very odd game of Malifaux thrown in there. So I'm going to be quite biased and say 40k.
Yeah, same here. I only play 40k.
However, these two are the ideal people to answer it because these two play multiple games.
Yeah.
I play more than all of you combined.
I mean, you play War Machine, Batman, Necromunda,
8th edition,
Fantasy.
Edition Fantasy,
Oh.
X-Wing, Armada,
You play Conquest as well.
Zombicide, Conquest, Magic,
I would say straight
Alien
away,
vs
though,
Predator.
if you can get into 8th edition Warhammer Fantasy, do it. It's really fun.
It's fun, and some of the models are getting really cheap.
Games are really quick. Armies are really easy to pick up. I mean, Sean
And
is
it's
in the other room. He picked up 6 army books for £20-something. So, and that's the equivalent of a codex to an army, if you don't know much about fantasy.
Yeah.
But outside of GW stuff, War Machines, really fun, in your face type of game.
I got a 2K or highly competitive Augurs army that I found out highly competitive after I got it for
Yeah.
100 quid. Actually, no, I had no idea about how fantasy worked. I just knew I wanted to do Augurs because I like fat dudes who only do war if they are fed.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking awesome. And then they worship their guts, like they're gut lords. That's what they worship. So I thought that was fucking awesome. And then I absolutely love the Augurs completely now and find out I'm actually one of the best armies. So it's really fun.
I picked up my 1,500 point Lizardmen for £50. That came with the army book and the spell cards, which are the equivalent of like psychic powers. So it's really cheap to get into, and it's really fun if you enjoy quick skirmish games where you just run into each other and like to throw dice.
See, I've been playing 40k for about 16, coming 17 year now, on and off.
Good old me and Graham used to play 2nd edition, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I tried getting into different gaming systems like Batman. I tried getting into that. 30k, I tried getting into that as well. Although it piggybacks off some of the rules of 40k, it was still a big thing to try to get into and try and change my mindset on a different gaming system.
But it's not even a different gaming system because you play 40k just with an entire different way to build your army. So
yeah, but I was still like, okay, bang, bang, this. Batman, for example, I just couldn't get my mindset over to the...
Yeah, it's hard thinking. Like when I played Malifaux, like I didn't realize that you can, if you just simply walk within reach range of somebody, then you're drawn into that combat. I really like Malifaux how it wasn't just all of your models do all of their shit in each of their phases. I'm going to move that model, I'm going to move that one, he'll move that one, I'll move that one, he'll do that one, I'll do that one. It's back and forth. And I like the idea of the cards rather than the dice.
If I remember rightly, on 2nd edition of 40k, though, that was the same way of getting into combat getting into close combat on 40k, wasn't it? The 2nd edition version.
I honestly can't remember.
I'll be honest.
I'm sure if you're within 6 inches of a model, bang, you're automatically in combat. I might be wrong. Someone please put us right.
To answer the question, the best gaming system to get into now would be War Machine, since 3rd edition is just about to start. So the 3rd edition boxes come with mats, a little bit of scenery, and you don't need a lot for War Machine. Like 4 small pieces is enough. You get your starter army, you get your dice, a small rule book, and it's like all for what? Like
it's £30 or £40.
30 or 40 pounds to start your game straight there.
And it's across like Hordes and War Machines.
So 2 different gaming systems in one.
But they get to combine. So if you're a Hordes army and your friend picks up War Machine, you can still play against each other, even though it's different.
So it works in there. And there's actually, I would say, apart from 40k, it's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's definitely a good time to start it. However, I would also say 40k, although it's really hard to get into because you have to spend a lot of money in getting into it, there is a lot of people playing it. so it'd be easy to find a game,
And
but
bearing
it'll
in
be a
mind,
long time before you start one.
8th edition is coming out soon.
Yeah, apparently 8th edition is coming out soon. But then War Machine can be really cheap and quick, really easy to get into, and there's a lot of people playing it. So either one of them two is probably best.
I would say the same, but I would throw Batman in as well because you can get an entire group, and most games are what, maybe 1,000 rep.
Yeah, most games really low rep as well. Like you could, like
Rep is the amount of points that
Yeah.
a certain character costs, and a
And then you
normal
got
guy
cash.
a normal guy can normally cost £10, and that guy could easily make up half of your army.
Yeah. So there has been people who made suicide squads, essentially where they just put a couple of heroes together or villains together, and then that's their list. So you can play it various different ways. It's cheap. It's not a lot of money models to paint, and it's actually quite easy once you played the first few games, which are really hard to get your head around. Then it becomes repetition and really easy to play. If you're looking for
Malifaux is actually quite similar because you buy a crew in a box
Yeah.
and you've got everything you need
A lot-
for other than a card deck.
a lot of
straight away.
games are coming really good because like that, and like Infinity starting to rise as well, because it's just really simple and easy to get into because there's not a lot, and I think that's what they're capitalizing on, and it's going really well for them.
Yeah.
Think companies like who are trying to do something kind of like 40k and fantasy are not doing too well because they haven't had all this time to build up.
Yeah.
So it's generally
So any of the ones mentioned are pretty much really quick, easy to get into, basically very cheap depending on your budget, and the models are really nice. Apart from Batman ones, I hate putting those things.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with
the
you.
models aren't great.
Knight's models I've stopped getting things from Knight models, and I've kind of almost abandoned Batman because I've got a Clayface that was really bad. I got a bunch of models that were really bad. I even bought like a Penguin box, and it came with the wrong cards, and I never heard back from them, and just not responding to me. So I don't really think they've got great customer service.
But if you can get past that, it's a really fun game.
You can get past that, you'll be having a whale of a time. But yeah.
Right, next question. There's questions from Wargamer Sean.
Check out Sean's channel, some great banter on there as well. I don't know if you something, but awesome lad.
Right, he put, have you ever hit your head on doorways and other human ceilings?
Human ceilings.
What?
Uh,
So I'm guessing this is a tall joke for Harry.
Like Gandalf in the first Lord of the Rings.
No, that is pretty much me. Imagine Gandalf in Lord of the Rings when he goes to see Bilbo. That is basically me. Sean, yes, I hit my head regularly. I think ducking a certain amount going into the door frames in my house, because I normally walk around barefoot or with just socks on. And if I put my shoes on, my trainers or something on, and I start walking around the house, I tend to duck my head just the same amount again, but it's not enough because of the soles, and I hit my head.
It's even worse when you put your high heels on, isn't it?
Oh yeah, every Saturday night when I put them heels on.
I'm guessing Sean's a tall bloke as well because he's asking this because he beamed himself at his daughter's daycare as I was not paying attention and hit the top of the door. Ouch. Then he's put, do you name your characters in your army? I know you were not into the fluff, but just wondering if you name your favourite models, like your Artisan formation.
I actually do.
I'd probably do it more. Example, my Necron army. Gavin, Jeff, Simon, and Ruben.
Ruben.
Yeah.
Have we got a Jewish Necron? A Jewish Necron. Ruben.
As far as names for my models go, I did try and create a bit of fluff for each of my armies as I built
No,
them.
Ruben. There's no Simon.
What?
Jeff spelled with a J.
Oh.
So I do try and name characters in my armies. My Blood Angels are the 4th company, so the captain is Castigon. I try to name my Dark Eldar ones, and my Archon was Drask Skythorn. The
Stop
Eldar,
looking at me. Stop looking.
the Eldar Autarch was Maldrath Starbane, and the Farseer was Alwyn Zantu. The Wraith Knight's called Binky. What?
I almost had some trouble.
All right. Yeah, the Wraith Knight's called Binky. The Talos and Kronos from the Dark Artisan are called Salt and Pepper. And the Dimakaran's called Fluffy.
My Necrons, I've got 2 Cryptex. One's called Jeff, spelled with a J.
My name is Jeff.
Another one's called Simon, I've got a lord called Reuben. I'm an overlord Gavin. And then my Raven Guard will have like really, typical fluff names of them. That's what I want to do for some of the name guys. My Tyranids, there's only one man, creature in the army who is named.
Donated by the Ultimate Eldar.
Donated by the Ultimate Eldar and has now evolved and will return evolved with his forces. Heresy the Gaunt has now evolved, been rewarded by the hive mind himself to a new body, a new power over an army. And that's also contributed to the fluff now. My hive fleet is led by Heresy now.
For those of you who don't know, Heresy is a white gaunt that miraculously just appears on the table when you're not looking. And yet, no matter whenever you kill Gaunt, he never seems to be at the front of the horde, even though he was at the front of the horde in the movement phase. And then you got to shoot at him in the shooting phase, and he's miraculously at the back of that unit, so he doesn't die.
And he miraculously
ever
disappears. He's ever living.
However, what has he killed?
He's killed a Riptide with shooting. He killed a 6th edition Wraith Knight when they weren't, gargantuans. He's killed opposing High Fleet's Carnifexes. He shot down George's Dreadnought from behind by glancing at the death. He's taken down various of captains and warlords from Space Marines and Blood Angels.
What did he take down when we played the game on the Cadian Gate?
He actually, I think I remember that. I'm unsure. I know that there was a lot of shooting going into the Mephiston squad.
I think he killed Terminator, didn't he?
And he killed the Terminator, and then that squad ran away. So I was like, yeah, like Heresy standing there going, yeah, you better run. yeah. But yeah, Heresy slowly evolving, and
you're gonna buy a Biotitan in the end.
Yes.
A white Biotitan.
I'm gonna get like a Hierophant in the end of evolution, and then I'm gonna get another. I'm gonna look everywhere for the biggest, baddest dinosaur or like some sort of creature I can find, and that will be New Heresy in the end.
What, like a toy, and then
like a giant brain?
What, like Krang?
No, like Krang, like a gigantic brain that would take up half the table, and he will become the hive mind.
Yeah. What about you, Graham? Or do you just stick to the named characters?
I'll just stick to the named characters, really. Not many people know this, but you will certainly know that I've got very, very poor memories. So I'll forget what model I've named, what name I've given it, so I just don't bother.
When me and Graham play, I have to actually remind him of these rules, don't I?
My memory is just not very...
We always have fun, though.
You are?
I'm saying I have to remind you of half your rules, but we always have fun.
Oh, yes, yeah. Right, we've got a question from David McDonald.
Macca?
Have you thought about getting 15 more dogs from Puppets of War and a Karanak/furries and running Decurion Corn demons? I swear it's as strong as anything I've used before, and I'm yet to lose a game with it in 5 games.
I don't know what that is, but I think you put another comment on saying it's in Curse of the Wolfen.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's basically the demon Decurion, but you're running it with the corn dogs. I don't know why I would need 30 dogs because I haven't looked at that Decurion. However, I will get Josh on the case and I will certainly have a look at it.
I'm guessing these dogs from Puppets of War, these are the dogs that have got the actual bollocks.
Yeah, the ones that I use as my flesh hounds.
The genitalia is visible.
That you took to Warhammer
I
World.
really like that models, but you said the thing about the dicks out makes you sound like I'm into fucking bestiality.
Well, they are beasts.
No, I'm not.
Liam Pervs on the little todgers.
I would definitely consider it, Macca, but to be honest, I'm just having fun playing the Demonkin as they are at the minute, but I'll definitely look into it.
Right, we've got a question from James McHugh. I guess this can be a question for all of us. Do you have any more armies on the horizon, and would you consider starting a 30k force?
No, I do not have any more armies. You have now... Other than, obviously, you've seen stuff that's ongoing. I've got the Harlequins. They are, like, down there somewhere.
Right, I've got that formation up. So it's, I think it's like, is that 8? It's very blurry, but it looks like it's 8 units or something like that. Units from the Murder Horde, I'd wanted their attacks in close combat whilst they're within 6 inches of any other unit from their formation. And then you have to have a Herald of Corn in there, and he gets all the Lokis, which is all the special abilities. And oh no, any of the special abilities are a 12-inch range rather than just the unit. Which I don't know what all the Lokis are, so I can't really comment on that.
We'll get Josh on that.
Anyway, back to the question.
Yeah. No, I do not have any more armies on the horizon. You know I've got.
He does. He's lying.
I don't.
He was asking about orcs the other day.
He's got his tower down there underneath his desk.
No, I don't.
And he was buying orcs the other day.
No, I wasn't.
He's like, look, here's his orcs. Look. He's already bought some orcs. Look.
The fills.
Why would I do orcs?
I don't know. No, I do not have any more armies on the horizon. You've seen everything that I've got, from Knights to Harlequins, and you've now seen Demonkin as well.
He's bought Sisters.
No, I haven't.
He's got Imperial Guard in that cupboard.
Yes, I do have Imperial Guard in that cupboard.
I told you. He's
as well as orcs.
As well as orcs. And
No.
Chaos as well.
Hang on. As I mentioned at the beginning, Ali is moving house, and he's got nowhere to store his 40k.
And Harry's bought it all. And he's got all...
I thought it was official that the Imperial Guard were coming out the closet there.
Ali's going to have some filth to say on that mind when he hears that. So no, I don't have any more armies. James, I've already got a 30k army, the Mechanicum. They haven't been out for a while, actually, but they are coming out on the 5th of June because I'm going to a Horus Heresy event. Ran at Durham Raiders. So yeah, they will be coming back out to play then.
And Liam has the Horus Heresy army.
Well,
yeah, you've got Iron Warriors, haven't you?
Yeah, 30k Iron Warriors. Got about 2,500 points, but I plan on getting 2 Leviathan Dreadnoughts.
Filth.
I need 3 Rhinos to transport for my 30 attack Marines. And I also want it's not a Fire Raptor, it's the other one. The one that's good at Skyfire.
Storm Eagle.
Ah, that's it.
I want one of them.
No.
And
Yeah.
Storm Eagle's not good at Skyfire. That's a transport one.
No, it's got 2 twin last cannons and a melter on the front, I think.
And I also want to get, obviously, Perda Rambo.
Cool.
And then I have my Raven Guard.
Which none of us have yet to see.
Because Raven Guard is a special army where I'm spending a lot of time painting. Like, I've already spent a month on and off painting my Primarch, trying to get them to amazing standard. Because I really want to spend ages painting on. Even though they haven't got much colour to them anyway, I still want to make like their bases look amazing and things like that. But I don't have much of it. I bought the Primarch, which was Korax, and then I bought a bunch of the Horus Heresy board game sets with all the conversions. So I've been doing that, and then I bought the bundle, which was the special scouts, the special jump pack dudes, and then their special flyer, and that's all I've got at the moment. So I think things that I want is definitely transports for all the dudes that I have. So a couple of Land Raiders like Spartans, and a couple of Rhinos. But then I don't know what else, because I don't have a book yet. I was just getting them so I can build them and paint them at the moment.
Meanwhile, Graham has sold every army apart from his Ultramarines and Grey Knights and started another one.
Yeah, right. The only army that's actually featured on your channel that I do currently own is the Space Marines. The Grey Knights and, let's just say it now, Tau, are yet to make an appearance.
However, the final game to be filmed at Games Award this Saturday, the Tau will be there.
And Harry's going to bring orcs.
No, I'm not.
Harry's going to get beat, and you can see that.
Yes, Harry is going to get annihilated because...
And he said it now, it's gone on the channel. You can't take it back.
That 250 quid that you dropped, Graham, what was it on?
That one.
Wait there, I want to see. I haven't got it on the computer. I wait there. Shows.
There you go. Tau now.
Phil. Bill.
I mean, I can't wait to see that destroy Harry.
And
So, yeah.
I painted that in one day. And I'm absolutely...
How long did it take you to build it, though?
Pardon?
How long did it take you to build it, though?
About 4 days, on and off, without it going out the window. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the paint scheme on it at the moment. Currently working on the big friggin' ordnance driver guns.
So yeah, if anyone's actually watching at this point, please tell me what army you would take at 2,700 points against Graham's Tower with that thing.
And I'll destroy them.
Bold words there, my friend.
Somebody please say Dark Eldar, that would be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't.
Nids.
Oh yeah, totally. With Tower ignores cover all over the place.
Well, if you're thinking about a drop pod army, I've got things to take that on as well.
Yes, I know. Which means even my Blood Angels are screwed.
Yeah,
It means Eldar.
I did contemplate Eldar, but I don't want to be that guy.
You are that guy. You are that guy, though.
I'm not that guy.
You are that guy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You brought a Corpse Thief and the Dark Artisan to 1,000-point Highlander game. You're that guy.
And it was an objective-based game.
You're that guy.
Well, technically, you bought 2 units. The tournament where there's only allowed 1 to do. So,
Yeah, they're both separate. The guy said you weren't allowed to double up on formations. He was cool with it. He had me list and he was like, yep, no problem. So I know it wasn't normal Highlander rules, but that he said it was fine. So yes, Saturday. Anybody knows what they want to see against the Tau with that horrible space dick that he has? Please let me know which army you would like to see get inly raped.
Harry and Ali said Necrons.
Necrons is probably decent.
at least you get reanimation against most of his army.
Right. Next question. It's another question from David McDonald. Hey, dude, I have a question, obviously. How has life been on the tabletop since you embraced Khorne? Have you enjoyed... Have you enjoyed your first 2 games with them? I'm working on a nasty list with Khorne Demon King at the core of the list of my tournament this year.
To be honest, mate, I love them. I just want a few more painted up. I'm getting some more. I'm getting some possessed painted up, so I can now run the Slaughter Cult. So I can hopefully run the Blood Host detachment a few times now. But actually, I really enjoyed playing them against the Blood Angels. So I can't wait to get them back on the table and use them again.
And he also follows on from that, saying, and from the FAQ draft on changing and cleaning up the rules, what did you like the look of and what did you dislike? How will it affect your play style with some...
Bye-bye, Dark Elder.
Well, I think it's inevitable with the amount of armies that Harry has. He's going to be fucked on some of them, isn't he?
Oh, just the fact that he's named his channel after it, though.
Dark Elder are now screwed, right? Because if you jink in a raider, you snap firing out. But that's crap. Battle Brother Transports means no fire dragons in raiders or banshees in venoms, which is crap.
But correct me if I'm wrong, though. Is this official yet?
Nope. So I'm ignoring it until it's official.
Exactly.
Like every politician ever. Ignore it until it becomes a really big problem.
He said it, not me.
Actually, I heard something about the new one that just came out,
I know you can't charge.
Oh,
which is with the Gene Stealer cult.
Oh.
Now I'm completely. I'm so happy that we can finally use the Primaris for the Gene Stealer cult's telepathy for the Broodlord. But I'm pissed off that they've now changed their minds about them being Battle Brothers with Tyranids and changed it to Allies of Convenience. Because not all, hey, look, guys, we got new things that can help Tyranids and that can join with them and make them better.
Like, oh,
and
look,
help some rules.
like, oh,
and
look.
it's gone.
We're going to cast invisibility. Oh, no, now we can't.
We're going to put that dude who has Zealot into a squad of 30 Hormigons, but now it's gone. They don't change that. I'm going to riot.
I feel his pain because me and Josh discussed the rules, and that was some of the filth that we were coming up with, so I feel his pain as well. Which was another one of my armies screwed.
I'm just annoyed because
I love every bit of it, though the only bit I don't like is that my fire dragons can't throw more than one grenade in assault phase anymore.
all right, who's telling us
what?
the grenades?
What? You mean you haven't blown the vehicle up by shooting?
I need to make sure. Oh, my Hawks can't run in with more than one hand wave grenade.
I agree with the Hawks.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Actually, no. The one thing I'm pissed off about is if an enemy model and your friendly model is both in base contact with an Aegis defense line gun, for example, they both control it. So it's like, okay, Johnny, let the orc take their turn now. All right, okay, I get it. So stupid. And then someone asked a question: can build and scout?
It hasn't been made official. I've not bothered wasting my time on reading it until it's official.
No, I haven't either.
And that's when I'm going to look at it. Once it's official, to me, when it first come out, it didn't look like a GW thing. It looked like someone who, a 2-year-old's just glanced at the rule book and thought, yeah, we'll do an FAQ on it.
I wonder if that page is even genuine Games Workshop.
That's what I've been thinking for a while. So we'll jump on to the next question, which is from James McHugh. His question is the Titan coming in August? And if so, I need more troops.
If you're referring to the Warlord Titan that was in the picture, no, that wasn't mine.
I reckon you should get one.
No.
Why?
I'm going to play you and Sean with it.
Yeah.
You can play me with them.
Mate, if I'm playing little freaking Johnny down the road with like a load of like nids, I'm still bringing the town out. I need to get some. I'd bring the town out against a 2-year-old. Just so I can win.
Well,
Do you think that's because you got sick of playing Marines?
Eh?
Do you think that's because you got sick of playing Marines against Harry?
No. It's the fact that what it was is Eldar players, it's like roll a dice, anything but a 1. Oh, I've hit. Farseers, I'll just fucking re-roll the dice. So I thought, right, I'm going to be the twat. And it hasn't cost us that.
the prophecies are true. Everyone will turn. Everyone will fall.
Watch me first game, I get fucking annihilated.
Oh, that'd be beautiful though.
I'm going to shut up now.
You show up like I'm going to absolute table, Harry. You beat you turn 2.
I physically could not beat him turn
Are you
2.
playing points?
Well,
I think you should do
asked, what?
I think you should do cards too.
Yeah, just do cleanse and
That's the only way.
no, genuinely roll for it because I hope to.
That's what I was going to say.
That we get deadlock.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Why don't we just roll for the mission types and then roll for the mission?
I don't even know if you're going to get Eternal. I would roll the series to get Eternal on me.
Nah, play Maelstrom.
Nah, don't try and milk your way out of it, Harry.
No. What I would do is roll for the 2 different mission types and then roll for the mission so it's totally random, totally out there. It might give us a better chance of winning.
Can we not just do deadlock and me take Dark Eldar and Eldar?
No.
If you do that, his town orc can never die.
It can.
It could always go to like.
A leadership bomb it.
No, I'm saying, if you want to do that, if you want to do deadlock, and bring your Eldar and Dark Eldar, the town orc can't take henchman or close combat.
You could always like go to that place. You could always go to Sean, get on your knees and say, "Lend me the Revenant."
Nah, because that's 4 pie plates a D per turn. It's not fair.
Graham's like, yes, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Graham's like,
I do agree is that we'll roll for the different mission types and then roll for the mission based on the roll before.
I mean, I'm
It's totally out there. It's totally random.
I'm facing up against.
I don't want to, but yeah.
Make it as random as possible and just, whenever me and you play, Harry, it's always a good game.
It is.
So I'm just looking forward to our last good game at Gow.
He just wants to.
It's never going to be a good game.
It will be, man. It will be. Hey, I might turn around and say I don't fancy bringing the town now.
Oh.
That's not going to fucking happen, though, like. But...
how to deal with it, and then he just doesn't bring it.
Yeah. Right. Next question, Carl. Carl Owens.
Hi, Carl.
What's your favourite armies to field and fight against, and why?
Field, I really enjoyed the Demon King when I played them against the Blood Angels. I love playing Dark Eldar. I like Nids as well. I like very up in your face forces. And the Blood Angels. I don't mind the Admech, both varieties of them. I'm not so fussed on Crons, they're just not my play style.
Get them sold?
No.
All right.
Following.
No.
Name your price.
No, they're still mine.
That's it. Wow.
I'll be honest with you. I extremely enjoy Tyranids, and they will never leave me, no matter how bad they get, even though they're really bad right now.
Table 10 fucking great.
No, no matter how bad they get, they're always my baby, and I will always play them. However, Necrons I really love because every time one of them dies, I can say I'll be back. And every time one of them dies and I have to drag that body alongside other bodies, I can go, come with me if you want to live. And I can make Rammel, Ketch, and Gavin, which is amazing.
Oh, I still need to edit that.
And so I really like my Necrons as well. I really like my Raven Guard. I haven't played them or, even like looked at their rules. I just like that I'm spending so long painting them and it's paying off. And I'm really happy about that. But the armies I like to face is anything but Eldar. Because every time I play them, I just want to kill myself.
I like it how Liam's sitting behind you, just giggling.
But I'll be honest with you, I do.
In fairness, Liam had a Wraith army before they were broke.
He did, yes.
It does. I mean, what?
Well, what are you looking at?
I'm just trying to
That is a
process my
wall,
head.
Philip.
No, I like orcs, but that's mainly because the orc players I play. Like, I really love playing against Michael because we don't play the game, we just take the mick about everything.
Oh, I always love playing Michael.
I really,
orcs are class.
I love playing Michael because we can banter all the way through. It's so funny. And I like gaming him, and I can't wait to game him this weekend.
What
That's gonna be cool.
What about your armies, Graham?
My armies?
Out of all the armies that you've had, which ones were your favourite to play, even if you haven't maybe kept them?
The ones that I've actually kept. I'm an Ultramarine player through and through. Have been for 17 years.
Happy Spur.
My Grey Knight, I like the way it's a different phase of the Imperium, so it's like bit psychic, just bang, get in there. I'm really enjoying my Tau at the moment. I'm enjoying playing them. I've only played 2 games with them at the moment. I played Liam and Stu.
Aye.
With quite hard lists. Necrons have always annoyed the hell out of me.
Yeah, but has Stu always ran a Decurion when he's played there?
No, he hasn't, not yet. I don't think he's ever ran a Decurion, to be honest, against me. But yeah, the ones that I've kept is the ones that I like.
For me, I've got 2 40k armies, Wolves and Eldar. Eldar always been my favourite, no matter how cheesy they get and how much people complain. Because like Phil said, I had 30 odd Wraith, and the Wraith
Before they were cool.
Before the D landed. I mean, even before that Dex landed, I was just saying I'll be happy with a fail no pain because technically they're dead, so I don't think they care about getting shot. But then it was like, oh, now you get D, and it's like, yeah. So Eldar are my favorite. Space Wolves, I run a Thunderwolf army, really fun to play, especially against another close combat army like Orc. And then I've got my 30k, which I'm yet to play, but I love painting them.
Well, you've had one game with them.
Oh yeah, when I beat Sean.
Yeah.
Solar.
I've had at least one game with them.
But yeah.
Next question.
Next question is from our good friend Harlequin117.
Stuart.
No, it's Stu. Get it right.
And he's put 5 questions on this post.
Yep.
So, question number 1: are we going to see a rematch of Nids versus Graham's Ultramarines?
Yes, we are. I don't know when. We will.
Yeah, we will definitely. We'll
I'm gonna say
definitely do that.
this week, you won't even realize it.
Well, I was hoping to do that or the Corn Demon versus the Grey Knight, but he was like, nah, I'm bringing it out. I want to destroy you.
Well, hey, I've got new toys to play with. But to be honest, I don't know, right, what it is about my Ultramarines that everyone wants to see. You know, when we were down in Warhammer World with me and you, Harry, and that bloke come up, and he said, "I recognise your Ultramarines," and I'm thinking, wow, you know, it's like I just thought, you know, yeah, someone's actually like kind of know me by me painting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's quite good, but I still don't get what's the be all and end all of them all. Of me Ultramarine Force.
I honestly can't say.
Well,
I think it's because like they're kind of like the flagship, and like yours are very
blue.
You know, yeah, the blue. Yours are quite bright compared to normal, whereas normal they're quite like really dark and gritty blue, like Michael Bottles, which is fine. But yours really stand out and pop on the terrain and stuff as well because of your resin bases that you've got.
Yeah. We say because I've repainted them about 3 times now.
Bloody hell.
The Ultramarines.
I mean, you're a perfectionist, so it's okay.
And I've like literally just that's the colour I wanted, like a very, very regal blue.
Yeah.
You know, there was a couple of months where I was just testing different blues out, and that was the one. That with the Draconov Nightshade, and then a varnish overneath was just that's what made it pop.
Yeah.
For me. But question number 2 from Stu. As you know, I love my Eldar. In your opinion, what would you add to my army or lists?
I don't know exactly what he's got, but I think he's pretty much got like one of everything.
Well, I've played Stu probably more than what you guys have played him.
Yeah.
I can't say what to add, but I can definitely say on what to take away.
The Wraith Knight.
Actually, no. He doesn't really use his Wraith Knight much. It's those fucking warp spiders I don't like.
Me and you the same, Graham.
He's a you know.
Shut up.
Stu's a brilliant lad, but he's a guy where you don't want to say, "Bang, I've beat you," until that's it. You have definitely won. The amount of times he's pulled just something out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He's either turned the game into a win by a point, or he's turned the game into a draw.
No, he got turned on.
Fuck, where's that come from?
Yeah, exactly. In my opinion, I would even like him to see. I'd like him to get some support batteries because they can always be really good. And I know he's a mobile army. I think having that in the center, like in his deployment zone, could be a very effective unit in his army. If not that, if you want to go all out on something bigger, I would say either a full unit of fire presence, because I know he's got some, or go for a full unit of night spinners, because you don't see them often. Yeah. And they are actually pretty good as well.
Do you want to know?
Would you suggest loading out the Vol's Wrath support battery?
I would say Vol's Wrath support battery. Not because I love the model completely, but because it's also a really good unit, solid unit. With any of the weapons that you can get them, I know you can get them deep. I think vibro cannons are better.
Because they are basically like warp spiders.
Yeah, I think vibro cannons are better. Or the same weapon that the Night Spinners also have, which is more filament. So,
did you know Stu used to have 2 Volt support batteries?
Yeah, and then you bought them.
I know I did.
That was before the D hit.
That's something I think might actually work. I don't know how I got this from. Hey, I've got his Volt Wrath batteries now. the Forge World War Walkers. I know he has War Walkers standard.
What? Wasps?
The Wasps.
Yeah.
The Wasps are pretty cool lookalike, and since he's a mobile army, just getting a couple of thrusters, or kit bashing some thrusters and or some sort of form to make it look like that his
Wasps.
His War Walkers can jump around, would act well with his army for being really mobile. So
I would say for Stu is to add a Hornet.
Yeah.
Add a couple of Hornets in there. But in all honesty, Stu's got a very, very good Eldar army, and it's very hard to say what he should add.
Yeah.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think he should add any other models. I think he's got what he needs to kind of win games.
It's not going to be a winning unit that I would recommend, but more because he's got, like everybody said, we're all pretty sure he's got nearly everything. Why doesn't he get Shadow Spectres?
I want some of them
He
so
did
bad.
have Shadow Spectres.
He's got them.
He did have them.
The models are like amazing with detail in them, and
I'm actually considering buying some next.
But
they're not
this is
an overpowered Forge World unit, like for instance the Warp Hunter Hornets in fucking Titans.
yeah. But
I just really like the look of
like I say, he did have Shadow Spectres, but in this kind of backs up my point a bit because he didn't know how to add them into his force. He didn't want to drop anything, but he wanted to add stuff, and he kind of used them for like one game, and he just didn't know. He didn't know how to use them properly. I would probably be fair to say, because he had a good army already on the board.
Just save the money, then just buy it units.
Yeah, my advice: buy nids.
Right back.
No, you have to stay. What's question 3?
No, I have to be right back.
Question 3 for Stu is: what is my Necron Overlord called?
Okay. Oh, it's gone. That's
I
why.
know, that was the perfect one, wasn't it?
Sorry.
There you go.
we go. Question 4: do you think the Dark Artisan team should do an annual trip to Warhammer World?
No.
Should do a monthly for.
Yes.
Bi-monthly?
Pretty much. I'm going down on the 2nd of July. None of these guys can actually come that day. I'm going to be playing Steve Down, a long-time fan of the channel. I will then be going back on August the 12th and 13th for 2 days to meet up with James and a couple of lads from the Artificers and Artisans group. And we hopefully going to be able to get on the Shrine World Borealis board and play a large game on there.
I was actually thinking something along these lines. Funny enough, while I was in the shower, I don't know why I think of these things in the shower. But
we have just like a massive team game.
Why don't we have something like called the Artisan on tour, where we go as a group to different gaming areas? And
dude, I did that like a year ago.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying, it would be on a bigger, grander scale. So it would be like, get your subscribers to say, come to our club.
Yeah. No, the toilet roller fill bin.
It wouldn't be, it'd have to be quite like within reasonable travel distance. Not where we're like jetting off to Las Vegas or anything like that,
Who's getting Graham? Phil! Oh. He's used the bog roll now, got nothing to wipe this with.
How dare you use the bog roll?
Yeah, but he's covered it in PVA glue and now I can't. Ah.
If you need to run, I can manage.
No, could you go and grab some kitchen? Ah!
I don't know where stuff is.
There's some in there next to the Tyranid cabinet on the bottom. It's a big blue roll.
But yeah,
right.
Just something like that.
Yeah, actually, I think we should. Like when we go to Darlington, I think we should all go as a group.
Yeah, but like even so, it's like getting to the point where your subscribers and your Facebook friends and stuff like that are going on to the Dark Artisan Facebook page and saying, come down and have a game at our club.
Yeah, I suppose even going like further afield. So, there's any clubs I would say maybe 2 hours at a push, so like Leeds.
I would say like North Yorkshire up as far as Berwick.
Well, Ali knows the club of Berwick, so I think we should go there.
Yeah.
There's not going to be an Adventures Guild, which I really want to go to, but every time I try and get a game, no one really takes the bait.
Well, even if it's the point of like we just go and play with each other. Pardon the
pun.
wording.
Right.
But yeah,
What do you want me
that was my thoughts this morning in the shower.
Fair enough. Can you ask question number 3 again?
Question number 3. What is your Necron? What is Stu's Necron Overlord called?
Ramokets and Gavin.
Deer caught in the headlights, look.
And turn it.
I need to edit that as soon as possible. Like,
Right. 5th question.
Question number 5 from
What was number 4?
you missed
That
it.
was number 3. I don't know.
All right, Phil will answer this question. Do you think the Dark Artisan team should do any annual trip do an annual trip to Warhammer World?
Hell yes.
Well, Harry goes down pretty much nearly every week.
I don't. I go down about every 6-7 weeks.
I think
Every week.
I think month, 2 months,
Bi-monthly.
bi-monthly maybe. I don't know.
Phil's a bit by, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit by.
Right, and now he's asking, would you ever go to Warhammer Fest?
What's that?
I kind of want to, but
What is
it's,
that?
Is it like open day?
I think so.
It's annual, isn't it?
I think Warhammer Fest is what we used to know as Golden Demon.
Yes, yeah. Something like that. Obviously, those will be things that would probably have to organise, get sorted. But
To be honest, I would like to do something like that. So yeah, probably I would.
yeah, but I do think we should maybe think about this Artisan on tour type thing.
Artisan on tour.
I've got an idea as well.
Yep, put it forward to us then.
Remember when I started trying to do the challenge accepted games when I didn't really have that many painted models, and it was like, right, this is going to be a top quality battle report. All models will be painted. Where now, all my games are like that. I'm thinking about going back to doing challenge accepted, but basically, bring the cheese, challenge one of my armies.
Challenge the cheese.
I think like
Basically,
It's going to be great.
serious competitive.
you dare go Eldar versus Mint, and I will shoot you in the bollocks.
It'd be great every week. I'll bring my town out. Harry, what do you want?
Hey, I've got to get my money's worth out of it.
I'll just wait until like the FAQ becomes official. I'll say Eldar versus Dark Eldar.
Right.
Dark Eldar versus anything because they're fucking screwed. I don't know.
Dark Eldar versus me.
Right, we've got another question from James McHugh.
Yep.
I'm looking at having my first game soon. What are the do's and don'ts? Is there any game in Echo? I can't pronounce this one.
Don't play Eldar.
Is there any game in like rules to follow, like non-existent rule type thing? And also,
Just with your opponent.
Yeah.
do you recommend a local store to learn over local gaming clubs?
I would say go to the local gaming club.
Jesus Christ. This screws off.
Find out where your local gaming club is. Drop them a message.
Is there any super you have?
There.
See, I would recommend something. I wouldn't recommend going to a local gaming club. I would recommend going to GW.
Right.
Because in a local gaming club, you could get that guy typing.
Good. But I have been at GWs and you've gotten that guy.
I think that
You
guy's
could
more.
go anywhere and you might find Harry and you'll find that guy.
Yeah,
No.
but you could go to a GW store and say, look, I'm wanting to get into the game. Can you teach us the rules?
Yeah.
Kyle at Sunderland will probably be more than likely to help. Chris at Metro Centre will be spot on for something like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get that guy and say, wait, okay, you follow this rule, but you don't do this rule and that rule. And
I would say the only etiquette essentially that you need to follow is basically talk to your opponent, be polite, ask how they play things.
pronounce that word again, Harry.
Etiquette.
Etiquette. Right, there we go.
Etiquette.
Etiquette.
Oh, I can barely speak fucking English.
In this game, if
Memory is the key.
even like before game, mid game, after game. Like if you're playing a game, you're not talking. It's, I mean, what was the problem we had
It's
with
a
George?
tournament and you hate
Do you remember when we were playing George before, when he wouldn't tell us what he was doing? We just kind of stood there like, what is going on with the dice?
Yeah.
He would roll it. He wasn't even
And
rolling
then
it.
when he started talking to us,
But,
the games became a lot more fluid and we understood it more.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, we did it.
see, when George was like, this kind of again backs up my point. If you got that person as a newbie, right, starting the game, you'll think, what's this? What's the point? Right, I'm out. Because that nearly happened to me. And I'm like, if I'm 17 years in the game, and when I played George, I thought, nah, I'm not doing this no more.
Especially in the tournament.
But anyone would be like that.
You know, I'm going to put it out there now that I hope George wants to still play me, because I've heard he's changed so much. So I'd like to give George a second chance.
I like playing against George, but like I was saying, it was the old George before like he started talking. I mean, I was addicted about say 7-8 months ago.
What, you mean when the new Eldar Codex dropped?
Yeah, but let's be fair, that was before I had nearly any of the new stuff that I had to get, because like nobody liked playing the Wraith Eldar, which was what I had like 6th edition, where if you know I end up taking a Wraith Knight against Guard.
Every Eldar army looks like the cheese aisle in Asda.
But
You got a message on Facebook?
Yeah,
I know.
Really,
I'm just saying it on my phone.
Oh,
yeah, but communication definitely, and just try and have a good time. If there's no point playing if you're not going to have a good time.
Yeah, totally agree.
Unless you're playing tournament, then
yeah.
you take the nastiest fucking list you can.
Unless you're playing tournament and all you're going to deploy is an assassin against a drop pod army.
Exactly.
Or top thief than a dark artisan.
Yeah, you prick.
I did nothing wrong.
Or you go to a gaming club for a 1,500-point tournament and you bring a Revenant. Sean!
You could have very competitive games and still have fun.
You can.
I think it all depends on the person you're playing against.
You're just getting slagged off, Sean. It's fine. Phil. No, he's jealous because you've got a Revenant.
I'm not jealous of a Revenant.
Anyway.
Right. Another question. We all know that there's some bases and terrain that 40k, that Warhammer's Games Workshop's doing.
Ah, yes, these new ones.
Another question from James is, what do you think of the new bases and the terrain? And would you like to see a kit-wise in the future? Or what would you like to see kit-wise in the future?
The bases don't look bad, actually. It's nice that they're doing little bits and pieces like that instead of just going, oh, he's a plain black base. Because at the end of the day, nobody within GW is selling separate bases. So much so that if you go on eBay, like the amount of companies that produce resin bases alone is massive. So they've got a market for it. They just chose not to do it and let the other companies do it. Like all my Demon King and all my Mechanicum are on resin bases from Demonscapes. Are yours from Secret Weapon?
No, mine's from Tiny Worlds.
Yeah.
All my I don't know where Gal got them from, but all my Nurgle are on Gal ones, and they're like dead trees with like leaves all around them.
I think Gal actually made them for the company, but then the company kind of went a bit like bust, so they kept what they made.
Yeah, because those bases was pretty cool, and I can't get any more of them at all, so I have to try and make them myself, which is really, really hard.
You definitely won't be getting them after the 10.
Yeah, definitely won't be getting them anymore. But I love the bases that they're doing. Were really nice, especially I was considering a Dark Angel Termi army, so this is like a very low basis. So I was thinking I could splash out for it. The new scenery, I thought, what's the point? They're going to make a cash grab, which is exactly what they're doing. You can't deny what they're doing. Why don't they make a new codex? Because that would bring in more money than this scenery. I mean, who wants to buy crates with stone bottles all over them?
But do you agree that the bases
you got them?
Do you agree that the bases and maybe the terrain with what they're doing is just a little bit too late?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Little tip, too little, too late, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially with the bases, I don't think they need to do a lot more designs for the bases, not just the ones that they're doing.
There's so many other companies though that are doing stuff better.
And especially aren't really unique. Like there's a lot of like metal flooring in it.
I can understand why they've done it
It's
though.
replicating the Realms of Battle board.
Yeah, but
set contest or whatever.
If you look at what GW is doing at the minute, it kind of makes sense because everything they're doing is to like introduce new people into the hobby who probably won't have based their armies. So here, buy some pretty bases.
But the week after next, after the boxes come out, is the week that starter box goes into all the toy shops with the Orcs and the Ultramarines in the green and blue plastic.
yeah.
So it is really a cater for new people that are joining the hobby more than, like, I guess, veterans. But from what I've seen, they are nice, but I agree with you, Graham. It's a bit too late for like people like us, unless you plan on rebasing all your Space Marine.
I think we've got our first troll on a live session.
Really?
Someone called Bob Peterson saying, "What is this? Laugh my arse off. LOL, LOL."
Hi, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Can you fix it?
I really want to make a joke, but I genuinely don't know if it's a troll or not.
Anyway, what's the next question, group?
Next question. We've done the ones from James. From Tattoo for You. Got his name right this time. How hard is it to fight the urge to get more armies, and how often have you had to leave the room because feels being too outrageous?
Now that I've got...
Or is that because Phil has been too outrageous?
No, it'll be feels probably.
Feels?
Yeah.
Wow.
Feelings to purchase a new army. To be honest, the Khorne Demon Kin, I don't know why I went for them. Necrons were just on a whim. Tyranids were because you were selling them and they were cheap. Admech I only bought because Xenovid sent me the Codex and Stu happened to be selling them at the same time. So, no, to be honest, Richard, I've got enough for every army now. There's like a couple of things I want from your Khorne Demon Kin. And that's it. But no, I think I'm pretty much done. I don't really get the urge to buy more. When I've been Warhammer 3 times recently and not bought a single thing.
You didn't have money, so
I had money last time.
Proud thing.
He's
Dude,
so proud about
evidence.
this, though. He's so proud about not going and buying anything.
Of course I am.
Because he already has bought it all. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, see, I covered in there. It's not Ali's guard.
I don't really have urges to start new armies. I used to. I don't have urges to start them because if I do start them, I will finish them in the coming years. That's it, really. Unless, like, something like if I really don't like them after I played them, then I sell them off, like I did with the guard.
I would love to start as each army, but I'm just waiting to see what happens.
See if there's a Codex.
Yeah, well, I guess it's because I just really like the psychic and stuff, and the idea of just like hordes, but you don't start with a horde, you build up on it. It just seems fun.
I think we've scared Bob off.
Hi, Bob.
Aww. But he builds.
I don't know if he's a troll, but I was going to ask him if his name's Bob because he's got a B tattooed on each of his ass cheeks.
That took you a while to figure that, to think of that one, Harry.
Oh, you saying
I was generally asking him questions. Hey, Bob, how are you? You good? We are good. What you into, Bob?
Bob, if you're not a troll, I am sincerely sorry about that comment.
Come back,
Oh,
please.
dear.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Anyway, next question.
Actually, my response to Tattoo for You, Ray, I fight the urge to get new armies all the time, as you well know.
Right, hang on. Right, this has come from the guy who said, "Oh no, I'm done with my tower. I'm not going to buy anymore. I'm not going to buy anymore." Then we're all sat in Games of War or wherever we are, right? And we open the group chat that we're all in. It's like, oh, guys, it happened again. The fucking tide wall and 2 Stormhawks.
Yeah.
He just sees him and he's like,
I then went in the week after and got a gun rig.
Tell them the story about when you went into GW and they didn't have a tide wall.
I literally felt lost.
No, but what did you do?
What did I do? I can't remember.
Waved cash in front of the manager.
Yes, I did. The manager at the Metro Centre, he says, "Oh, sorry, Graham, we don't have the tide wall anymore." And I walked around for a good 20 minutes thinking, what do I do? I was generally lost. And Stu says, "Mate, you don't know what you're doing, do you?" I went, "Nah." So anyway, I went up to him. I says, "Mate," I says, "look," I says, "I've got money." Then he went back into the storeroom and he actually brought a tide wall out for us. He says, "This is not on the system yet, but order one in and we'll let you have it." I was like, "Great." Handing the money over, come home with a tide wall.
So if you ever want anything that's no longer there, just throw money at the manager.
Pretty much.
or stare him in the eye, glass a bottle, and cut him.
Or I was literally like on the verge of just saying, "Look, I'd take my anal virginity now and give us a tap."
All right. Okay.
Right, next question is from James again.
Yeah.
Cider over beer?
Cider.
Yes.
Beer.
Cider.
Beer.
Cider.
Beer.
Cider.
Cider's weak.
The only beer we like.
See, I'm not a drinker.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
What did he say?
The only beer we like is Iddick.
Lager and Scotch, but beer over cider, because cider's weak.
Oh, your beer's down in the fridge.
I'll be right back. I'll get one now.
I'd say cider because cider was the last drink I drank when I was at Warhammer World. I'm not a big drinker.
I'm normally not. However, I spent most of this weekend drunk.
I am when I want to be.
I'm not going to say it because I sound like an alcoholic.
You are not.
Yeah, he goes out in Sunderland like 3 nights a week and gets absolutely mortal and rolls home at like 7 in the morning. Then gets up and goes to college for like 8.
And I can still afford more.
Student, by the way. Teach me.
Might as well just call him Bum.
Yeah, but I don't need to pay for house or anything you do. That's where all my money goes, drinking Warhammer.
And he doesn't have a job.
So drink,
He doesn't even have a job.
drink and plastic crack.
Pretty much.
He doesn't even have a job.
The odd takeaway now and then.
Right, next question, Graham.
Next question, which is unfortunately our last question.
Is it?
It is, yeah. From Justin Burnside. I know you said Graham is going to be hosting, which is me, but I have a question for you. Do you varnish your models? I'm guessing this is a question for me.
We could all answer it.
Yeah, we can all
We
answer.
can all answer it. So I know you said Graham is going to be hosting, but I have a question for you. Do you varnish your models? I noticed you went straight to a game after painting your Demonkin. If you don't, why not? And if you do, what brand of varnish do you use?
I should. Some of my Blood Angels are varnished after I put the transfers and everything on them. But after that, no, because I always feel like I can go back and add more again later. Whereas if I varnish them, it's like, that's it, they're done. Whereas at the minute, like sometimes I'll paint them to a decent standard, but I don't really want to finish them, or I decide I want to paint something else, and then I can go back to that one like at a later date.
Sponsor Pepsi Max for Phil.
Oh God.
I want to do that so long.
Do you varnish, Graham?
I do. We are varnish only one set of models, which is my Ultramarines, which I've mentioned before. I varnish because it's like, right, it's done, that's it. No more can be added to it. Because I'm very indecisive and I've got the urge sometimes to overpaint the models and spoil them.
Yeah.
So I just go bang, varnish, that's it. I can't do anything more. I use Vallejo gloss varnish.
Right.
Which is that bottle there.
What, you mean this one?
Yeah. Which I bought that from Gow, and unfortunately I'll not be able to buy another bottle from there again.
I don't varnish. I don't even know what that does.
It basically stops your paintwork getting chipped, which reminds us, I actually glossed some bits of the Eldar, like the gems.
Yeah.
I glossed the black visor of my Wraith Knight, and he actually got chipped this weekend when I was using him. There's a massive gouge in the middle of his helmet, so I need to repaint.
I use gloss varnish. I don't use matte varnish.
Yeah, the one that I did use on the Blood Angels was actually a matte varnish spray by Army Painter, and it's actually protected where I got done really well.
I've heard a lot of people. Is that the? That's not the purity seal, is it?
It's the equivalent. It's Army Painter's equivalent of GW's purity seal, but I've heard a lot of people whinge about GW's purity seal.
Yeah, I have as well. How it comes out like as a white spray type of like, and it's all cloggy.
Yeah, I've seen that on.
I went in a GW like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. This is back when I had my taps. It was ages ago. And I went in a GW. I said, "Oh, I just picked up a Forged Ravana, and I'm getting paint here, and I'm painting." No, then you'll need this, and brought me purity seal. And I was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh, put it over it so that paint can stay on it." And I thought, "Great, I don't have to wash it," which is what I thought. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." And I've never used it because I didn't need to wash my Ravana because it wasn't all greasy. It was actually completely fine. When I pitted it up, it completely fine, nothing chipped off or anything. And I forgot I had purity seal. I just found it the other day, and I have no idea what it was. I even asked these two what it was.
Phil, quick question, totally off topic. But what have you still got Tau left?
I had Tau. That was my first army because I was inspired by a group of people who made a custom game with just a small amount of Tau stuff, and I bought at least one of everything in the codex back then. Then I didn't like them because I was just doing really one thing, which was shoot. I wasn't doing anything else because back before Maelstrom, where it was just hold objectives and I just make a gun line essentially. So I felt bored and I felt Tunics was an all-rounder one. So I got rid of everything bar the Riptides because I love the Riptide models. And so I kept all 6 of my Riptides that I had, and that was the only thing I kept. I sold off the 4 old ones, which I regret because I want them now. And
can you go and buy them?
I was going to ask that.
No, that's not. No, you can't. Because I'll be returned to them. But since now you can have them in squads of 3s, and there's like a formation out there for them, I'm just gonna do a whole Riptide list.
Well, literally, you could have like 9 Riptides.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at. I think what I want to do
10 if you do Farsight Enclaves.
Yeah, you can actually have 13, no, 14 even, because of the 3 fast attack ones with the Dio, which is what you have, the Yavara.
Yavara.
You can only have 1 Rivara in an army. Statement rules.
Which is the one that you bought, Phil?
The Rivara is one I bought.
And have you still got that?
Not Vara. No, I painted up and sold it to Johnny before he sold them off.
No. Okay.
But yeah, I absolutely love them all, and I want to do that army again. But just fewer Riptides and that. And with drones everywhere from Arkwrights to help them work.
Yeah, definitely.
I really want to do that, and I'm not getting rid of them. Yeah.
All right, we've got a live question from Ali.
Cool.
He has said, what would you suggest for people returning to 40k when not playing since 4th edition?
Go to your local store or local.
Pick your army that you used to do and love. Buy the codex for them. Read the fluff from that codex. Download Battlescribe and make yourself a list. Generally around about 1,000 or 1,500 points as a small, and then go and buy all them, paint them up, and build it. And then find a local gaming store to play some people in.
That's it. Actually, yeah, that is the pretty much perfect answer. Buy something that you used to love.
Chuck the rule book in the mix as well.
Oh yeah, and the rule book obviously. I mean,
when I got back into the hobby like 2 years ago, like I went straight for Blood Angels because it's what I loved as a kid when I started into 40k.
Same here. When I jumped back into it about, I think it's about 3 years ago now, I went straight back into Space Marines, Ultramarines.
You actually weren't the first person I played, Phil.
You were?
No.
You went to Gal, you were?
Nope. I played Scott as an intro game.
What do you use?
The first
What
person,
did he use?
Scott. Orcs.
I probably used Graham's Orcs.
He did. And I used my 5th edition PDF Blood Angel Codex off my phone. Yeah. The first person I ever played a Gal that wasn't Scott, obviously, because that was my intro game, was actually Josh.
Oh.
Fuck Josh. Fuck you, Josh.
You what, son?
You're still online, say hi.
Why you fuck you?
Fuck you.
Because first game I ever had at Gal, or in general at 40k, was with you.
Oh, so you're blaming me for this? You're welcome, mate.
Yeah, pretty much that then. But yeah, not what Phil said, basically, buy what you used to love.
Was that third?
What?
That third.
You after him. You played Nids and I shit myself with Carnifexes.
And unfortunately, lads, that's all the questions we have for tonight.
Awesome, can't believe it's over. What's everyone doing after this and what's everyone going to be working on? What's your plans for the rest of the week? Graham?
Well, tonight it's pretty much, I think it's going to be the end of the night. I'm going to get an early night. Got work in the morning. On the evenings, I'll probably be working on the town now. I've already started, while we were talking, is putting the base colours on for my guns.
Cool.
They're to sit at the back of the town now. I've also got a list somewhere. I think I've got 12 drones to paint. But I do, we spoke about this before, is if I don't do the arms, it's not on the town now, it's not a big thing.
I would say still put them on. Just if they're not fully painted, don't worry about it. If you only get a few base colours on them, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just at the moment I'm running myself a bit ragged with my eyes, and obviously
But
I've got problems.
But you'll be pleased by next week when you turn up and you can feel the fully painted army and it looks fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. But yeah, that's literally to field that list. It's like I done 2 Riptides in a night. And I felt it the next morning. And then I went on to do the town hall body all the way through the day. And then obviously I felt that today.
I've finished painting 15 termagants and based them. Finally got around to basing my Hive Guard and basing my third Mucilid. Over the next week, I've got one of my Carnifexes painted, and I'm going to get 2 others to make up the 3. And then I'm going to get 15 other termagants painted. I'm going to try and get my I'm going to try my best to get my 4,500 point Tyranid list painted for Saturday. And hopefully record the game with Michael with his Kill Crusher, which will be awesome to see.
But
Nice.
I think on Saturday it'll be a good day. There'll be a lot of laughs, but I think it'll be like a bit of a
I really wish I could stay till the very end,
mixed
but
feelings
I've
there.
got a gig in Horton on the night, so I'm probably going to have to leave about 5. If I have the car packed ready, then I can probably stay longer.
I think me and Sean will be shooting up at about 4 o'clock.
It's going to be a sad day.
I don't want the day to come. They got me back into the hobby.
I just can't believe that we're not going to be able to just go around whenever we want. I mean, recently, all you lads have helped me through a rough patch. I mean, obviously they're in their gaming now, and I've said, look, if you just want to come, how many times have you been on game actually in games here? And I've just lay in bed and watched telly or sat and painted or whatever.
Well, there was times where we had to come in because we thought you were dead. we couldn't hear you. But yeah, we've been around a few times. Me and Stu, we've had a few games. I played Liam recently here at your house. Sorry.
Okay.
But I think what it's going to be a blessing in disguise.
To get out there and meet more people.
Yeah. Like me and Stu, we already went down to Durham Raiders. We met Christian, Graham Mills, Michael. You know, so they were a good bunch of lads.
Yeah.
We might be looking.
Yeah, I'm back. The Heresy weekend I'm going to, Graham Mills is actually running it, and it's a 2,500 point single player game, and then a 5,000 point team game. And because I play mechanic, and basically no sexual intention here, but sometimes I have to swing both ways. With the mechanic.
Come out like that on Skype the other day.
No. Basically, I'm gonna have to go and play on the side of the War Master this weekend. That weekend, because there's too many Imperial players.
I can't believe you're betraying your Primarch.
Dude, I'm mechanic and I don't have a Primarch.
No, you're Blood Angels.
If I had Blood Angels, then I wouldn't be betraying. Anyway,
you do have Blood Angels and betraying him.
Not 30k ones.
Real heretic.
Anyway, for the team battle, guess who my teammate is?
Oh shit. Is it Chris?
No, I don't know.
Graham?
Is it Chris?
Nope.
Is it Chris?
It's the Poison Dwarf himself. Who else plays Admech that's short? We're going to be stood there look like fucking Laurel and Hardy.
I couldn't tell you.
Christian.
Does he play Admech, does he?
Yeah, he's big into Admech.
Does he?
Yeah. He's got that horrible guy out of Book 6 called Scoria.
Oh, yeah, he had them down on Tuesday when we went down to Durham Raiders.
Yep.
Aye, that was the army he had. But yeah, me and Stu was looking maybe not Tuesday coming, but the Tuesday after. Heading down.
I might come down with you.
I know I've been talking. I've had a little chat with Conrad, and we're going down to Dalton Dogs of War as well sometimes. So.
Well, I'm looking at going back down there on the 11th of June. If you want to come down then.
Yes, yeah, I'll be up for that.
Cool.
I'm saying that like just as I might come. I'll just need to check a few things, just see if everything's okay. But
yeah.
As
far as what I'm working on, though, I'm trying to finish this high off commission, which I want rid of in the nicest possible way.
Want to start my lizard man?
No, I do not. I've got Josh's Necrons to do. Yes.
Lizard men aren't too hard. It's like 3 colors.
Maybe. I'll have a look. But what am I going to be working on for my stuff? I want some more Blood Angels done. I've still got 4 Space Hulk Terminators to paint, and then we can start Space Hulk, which I really want to do, like badly.
Death Watch is almost done.
You what?
I've got 1 model of my Death Watch to do.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
It's Cassius is the last one I need to do.
I haven't even built mine. I'm getting some more Tyranid models. I thought my army was painted, but it's not. I've just bought a...
So you can't stop.
2 Biovores.
You can't stop.
15 Spore Mines. And
I don't need any more Spore
a
Mines.
Malanthrope. A very good converted Malanthrope by Ali.
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
I know there's pain in here. I can fucking feel it. What top?
And
oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Scythed Hero Joe?
Scythed
Hero Joe for me Tyranids. Very, very good model. Very good rules. Way too many points. So I'm hoping to get that. Some more of the Demon Kin painted up. Basically, a little bit of each army
You can hear it. You can.
Doctor, he's gone. He's gone. Stop. Stop.
I can save him.
So yeah, I'm going to look to start. Are you done?
I can save him. Don't die on me. Stay away from the light. Stay away.
So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I'm looking to add a few more units to each of my armies, and just basically starting to expand the forces that you see on the channel
there we go.
With other things, and hopefully just keep the battle reports going. So yeah, that's it.
We've got a couple of more questions on the live chat. G Ambulance Service, have you looked at any of the Silver Tower figures, which I'm guessing is the new?
Yes.
I've seen them. They look out of this world.
And have you thought about adding them to a 40k army?
Yes.
like I said earlier on, if Zeke is in my next army, which is probably where I am going to go if I do start another one, I would definitely pitch those models up for them. Possibly Heralds.
They are phenomenal models, and I think for anybody who is in any of the armies that they represent, go for it. But for me, none of them really fit with my forces.
I'm pissed that there's no ogre.
They're just a shame they do Sigmar's really, really fast.
Apparently, it's going to be better because there's a rule book coming out for Sigmar's.
There's a point
system coming out.
I think that
Because I-
might actually kill it.
You think?
Yeah.
Too late, do you think?
I think it's too low, too low.
We've got another question, which is from a Patrick Henderson. Anyone know him?
No. Hello, Patrick. Though.
I've looked on his channel. Not much on there, to be honest. But apparently, Harry, you look like an egg.
Rob. Rob, you moron. If that's Rob, you're a moron.
I couldn't tell you, mate.
Rob says I'm an egg all the time, and it's old.
Well, he has got a point.
So what's everyone?
Is that all the questions, Graham?
No, there's one more just come through. Just reading it out. I've lost it. It's actually just something from Ali saying I'll be down at Gow maybe Saturday, so we'll see the game in person.
Cool. Be good to see you again, mate. Ali was supposed to be here tonight, but unfortunately he's not very well, so he's had to go home to get his head down for a little bit, and then he's obviously joined us halfway through. So Ali, I hope you feel better soon, mate.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, he's going through a tough time, but Ali, you're always welcome here, and Phil looks like a Tyranid.
I'm a Tyranid.
Right, I guess that's it then. If that's all the questions, thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you have any suggestions about what you'd like to see me fight Graham's Town with, please drop me a suggestion, because I have no idea at all.
I'll be very interested to see the responses on this one.
Yeah, please leave them in the comments.
They say Nids.
No.
I think what we should do, right, at the end of, say, Friday night, whoever has got the most votes or the most mentions army, you play.
I'm gonna go on and comment.
Okay.
Nids.
I don't know I don't know whether or not we can get a poll put up on the Dark Artisan Facebook page. I'll ask Josh because he's here anyway.
Yeah.
If we can get a poll put up on that, and we'll get whoever is voted the highest against you. That might be a problem because I haven't got that much Demonkin, so the Demonkin are going to be out straight away.
Please, everyone comment this.
No. Actually, comment Demonkin, because that means Ali has to come down on Friday night and paint up 700 points of Demonkin again.
I'm not getting roped into it again.
Oh,
he's gonna
guy was a lifesaver. Ali bailed at 10 o'clock, right? This guy sat with me till 3:30 in the morning whilst I painted up 20 Marines.
Oh, mate, you would have been on your own. I'd have gone.
I was from 3:30 till 5:30.
I was going out the next day. I had to go home and go to sleep.
Well, to be fair, so was Harry.
Yeah, I was driving to Warhammer World at 7:30 and I went
Well,
to
you
bed.
weren't driving. So.
Well, no, Ali was driving, but
Yeah, but I was on a mission in Sunderland drinking.
we were on a mission at Warhammer World drinking.
Well, you were.
But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll hopefully get another Q&A about 3 weeks' time. I'm trying to do them not bi-weekly. I think bi-weekly is too often. So every sort of 3 to 5 weeks, I'll look to get one out. Graham's going to be hosting them from now on, contributing more he can. Obviously, he's got a lot on his plate at the moment, as we all know. But Graham, your help is always appreciated, and the games are always fantastic.
Not a problem anytime, mate.
I tell you what, right? I'm off next week because I'm finished college completely. You want a 1,500 point Eldar versus whatever you want to bring.
Oh, there's a challenge right there.
Oh,
Challenging, so you can't say no.
Oh, Harry, you've got to see a face and accept it.
With no rate at all.
no Wraith,
Just aspect.
Oh.
just aspects.
Aye, hitting on twos.
Damn, he spoiled me. No.
No, you're on.
I'll just bring a card. Just straight card aspect.
What army are you challenging?
Bring whatever you want, but like I said, no wraith night, just aspect.
Okay.
Bad leg.
Fuck you.
Damn right, I'm fucking bringing that neck.
Fine, bring nids.
No, I never said nids. I said knights. But
Oh yeah, aye.
Right? No, because he'll deep strike them 3 falcons in with his dragons and dance around with shields. See, look, that's exactly what he's going to do.
If you want to be like that, I was just happy little game because you haven't been on so long. You want to bring knights? You bring knights.
Maybe. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody.
oh,
That's Phil. That's Liam. He's been great.
Right.
And of course, I'm Harry. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
suck it, you will.
See you later.